So this is the best paydirt I've ever offered, or should I say the richest paydirt I've ever offered. Maybe I'll say the best and the richest paydirt I've ever offered. And I've sat on this story for several years now. It's like I was waiting for all of the pieces of the puzzle to come together. And it's maybe a strange analogy, but it's kind of like a cake. When you bake a cake, you have all the ingredients, the flour, the sugar, the eggs, etc. But if you leave something out, it's not a cake. This paydirt is the richest paydirt I've ever offered and one of the best. And these are the ingredients that brought it all together. Of course, something like this wasn't even possible without my friend Tom Bohmker, and I joke and call him the oracle of gold prospecting.
We're always looking for something different in the conditions on a hillside. As you can see, there's a big trench here. At one time, they had a drift that dug underneath there. They must have opened it, cut to the surface. Perhaps it's caved in. You don't see any hard rock, but there was a lot of digging here in times past. Apparently, the vein must follow up right underneath where we are. If you turn around and look over there, you can see disturbed soil. They were probably dug around trying to find the outcrop of the vein.
Tom has spent his life in these hills looking for gold. And if you spend just 5 minutes with Tom at any one of these gold workings, you get a very clear picture of what the miners were doing. Oh, and if you hang out with Tom, you're going to bust open rocks. A lot of rocks. Knowing where the old-timers left off is the key to finding new gold. Essentially, using new technology and trying to find what they may have left behind. That's the best way to find gold today.
The beginning of World War II, 1942, the miners blew it down, and they went up with the backhoe and dug it out. It was a lot of work, I have pictures of it. But as soon as they went into the metal detector and held up the roof, it went wildly, passionately off, and they took out, I was told 18 ounces. Other people say 30 ounces of gold. I've seen a picture of 1.5 pounds of gold in one pan, that they took out.
Once you put it all together, the land, the geology, the gold veins, you can put yourself in the shoes of the old timer. And it's almost like you step back in time. That lure of the elusive yellow metal, that dream of striking it rich, that's what drew them here to this mountain in the first place. And that same lure is what brings us back here today. And nobody knows this better than Tom. He's mapped it all out extensively in his books, and he knows all the good spots. I call this Tom's Loop. Welcome to Bohemia.
One of many diggings up in here. And it'd be interesting to take some of this out and crush it up and pan it. Might get a little color,
It's easy to move too fast. To move too fast, you're going to miss the signs and miss the clues. The ghosts of the old timers are everywhere on this mountain. This is just one of maybe a dozen old workings just off the path to the top. And gold is such an elusive thing. What makes it valuable is its scarcity, hard work, countless hours, generations of human effort to seek it out. Knowing the geology and recognizing the sign is key if you want to have any success. And of course, crack open a few rocks and see what's inside. One of the old buildings. what's left of it, huh? Just the roof? What would that date back, Tom?
Early 1900s.
Early 1900s.
And that's when the road was built, was 1898.
1898.
These dates from there afterwards. And so should I give a little spiel about Bohemia City then?
Where we are.
So we're at the site of Bohemia City, and in the day, the old photographs show houses all over this area here, and the music mine was right over here, just a half mile or so. Of course, they tunneled from way down below. We saw it on the grade coming up. The Champion Mine is just over here. City Creek goes out to Steamboat and the North Umpqua down this drainage right in here. And if you look up there, you can just see the lookout, which has a terrific view.
Oh, yeah.
And now the road is closed off. You have to walk up there.
There's the fire lookout. The gold is what keeps this area alive. But I'm always amazed when I get to the top of the mountain and see the old photos of what used to be here. Then you come up here and you see nothing except the old roads. All the relics, all the buildings, they're all gone. It amazes me every time I'm up here to think about how fast nature takes back the land. Fire, erosion, they all play a part, and that's especially evident the last time we were up there from a recent fire that swept through the area. You follow the streams, the trickles down into the rivers and the backside of the mountain, and that's the best place to discover new gold. Now, most of this area is claimed. It's forbidden. You can't prospect there. And that's where Tom's books are key. Or, if you're lucky enough, you get Tom there himself as a guide.
On the creek here, we get really fine specks of gold, and that's good. And someplace in here there'll be, instead of 5 or 6 a pan, there'll be 50 or 100 a pan, and some bigger flakes.
Nice. Now, we've been to these rivers many times with Tom, and this is where the concentrates, the actual paydirt, comes from. It's a collaboration with my friend Tom, the Oracle, to go to his best spots on the river and collect the gravels between the bedrock. Again, you can find this map with this location. Tom, say the river. What river are we on?
We're on Culp Creek.
So this is Culp Creek, beautiful May. The water level's really high, so we're just kind of on the banks here, unless you're in waders like me, but even me, it's getting too high. So time for something hot to drink and maybe go get something to eat. And of course, the gold. I told you already this was the richest paydirt I could offer. A limited time, yes. A limited amount, yes. For this one time a year, I always like to give what I can do as a thank you bag to all of my customers. Happy holidays, Mike. Glad we could help you out and make your project and your paydirt a reality. P.S. This is the best price I've ever given on gold, especially at today's prices. Only for you and only this once. Bob and Mary. I'm lucky. I've made a lot of friends in this business, and every once in a while I get blessed or lucky by my friends, and they help me out and offer me the gold at such a great price I can make a bag this rich. This is the best paydirt I've ever offered, and it's a special bag for a lot of reasons. It's not just about how rich the bag is at 107% ROI, but it's about the story. It's about the journey, and it's about the people that brought it all together, and that's truly what makes this special for me. Eureka! A little gold dance, right? Eh?
Can't wait to see his reaction.
Come on, let's go.